A good market has these 11 characteristics. Size. The bigger the market, the better. Urgency. The more urgently people need it, the better. So in other words, what we're looking at here is once you've decided to start a business and you have an idea of what you want to do in that business, before you do that, you need to look at the market and then answer how many of these 11 characteristics does it have, and for each of them, how well is that characteristics represented in that market. So, for example, is the market big? The bigger the better. You don't want to be in a place where the market is composed of only 2 clients, and because you never know. Urgency. The more urgently people need something, the better. For example, if somebody has if you have a pain on your foot that you really need to fix, let's say you've cut your foot and you really need to do something about a cut foot, you really urgently need a band-aid or some kind of medical attention on that foot. But do you really need pink shoes with disco lights on them? No. But can pink lights with disco shoes lights on them sell? Maybe, but it's not urgent. Okay. Speed to market. The faster you can go from concept to sales, the better. So if you have a product that will take you maybe 10 years to perfect and manufacture and then get out to the market, it's not as great as a product that will take you 10 days, for example. Not always, but that's just a rule of thumb to keep. Speed to market is good. High pricing potential. Again, not always, because sometimes, like if you look at Apple apps, Apple is making great business out of them, selling apps that sell for less than a dollar each. But generally, rule of thumb, the higher the pricing potential, the better. In other words, if you have a product that you can price much higher, it's better, because for you to make money out of something that sells for less than a dollar, then you have to sell thousands and thousands and thousands of them. But if you have a product that is, well valued to the point where people are happy to pay you, a few $1,000s for it, then you don't need to sell that many. Okay. Low cost of acquiring new customers. The easier and cheaper it is to get new customers, the better. Low cost and ease of delivering. The cheaper and easier it is to deliver your product or service, the better. Yeah. So you cannot have a market that has all these at the same time. You're hardly ever gonna get that happening. But these are just rules of thumb that you can use to evaluate the market that you do have, because you don't want something that fails in most of these. You want something that succeeds in as many of these as possible. Okay, that a market that really has as many of these characteristics to your advantage as possible. Okay, the next characteristic is uniqueness. The more unique your value is, the better. Okay, because a commodity means anyone can produce it, so people really don't care where they get it from. But if it's unique and only you can do it, then you kind of have a monopoly there. Low upfront investment. The less resources you need to test and activate the product and go to market, the better. Backend and upsell potential. The more related products and services you can sell to your existing clients, the better. So what does this mean? Let's say you already have 100 customers that bought your first offer. Yeah. Now, maybe you only have one product. Let's call this offer a product. So 100 people bought that product, and that's the only product you've ever made. So instead of wasting these 100 people, maybe there are other products related to that first product that you can buy from somebody else and then sell to your existing list of 100 customers that already trust you. Products that you didn't make third-party products. So if you have back-end potential, that's called the back end. If you have the potential for a back end, then that's also a good market. Or if you have the potential to upsell. Yeah. So if somebody, let's say, buys something off you for $10, and you have the ability to say, hey, we have option B, which is $30, and maybe 20% of those people will say, yeah, I'll take option B. So if you have the potential to upsell or have a back end, then that's also a good market. Evergreen potential. The easier it is to continue selling and selling once you're in business, the better. Yeah? Some products will only be sold one. Maybe they'll be sold in one event and then that's it. There'll be never any chance ever again in life to sell those products again. So those are one-off. But then some other products have an evergreen potential. For example, water. Water will always be wanted. Yeah, that's evergreen. Addressability. The easier it is to reach and communicate with your market, the better. I mean, for example, does your market congregate in quotes, pools, like mailing lists or radio stations or places you can get access to? Let's say you can buy advertising for. Now, if your market is so, it's splintered and spread all over and it doesn't have a common magazine or it doesn't have newsletters that it reads and everything, then you're going to find it very hard to reach and communicate with your market. But if it's easy for you to reach and communicate with your market, then that's even better. So addressability is a big factor. So these 11 characteristics define a good market. The more of them you have in your market in your favor, the better.